What's up, guys? It's a beautiful Sunday morning. I got my home-built two-stroke 80cc moped right here. Got a backpack, got a couple RCs in there. So let's now go get some RC action. Okay, I'm gonna disengage the clutch now. Should start up. There we go. Cruising, guys, we're cruising. Right here is a 26cc original HPI BAJA 5B. It's got a couple really nice upgrades. You can tell the whole front end is pretty much done up. I love these shock covers. I'm gonna have to get these for my BAJA. It's got a DDM air filter cover and the original HPI SS style tuned pipe. You could tell how it's kind of aged right here with the aluminum. That means it is more than likely original. I like that. Let's start this up. Okay guys, I wanted to show you something that I've had for quite some time, probably about 4 or 5 years now. This is one of those cheap eBay moped bike kits. I installed this on basically the worst bike possible. This is a beach style cruiser, just one I had. It was about 80 bucks. The reason I used it is because the large center frame opening right there. So it's pretty convenient to install one of these kits. It's a regular two-stroke. I think this is a 50 or an 80cc style motor. At the time it was about $120. Today you can get them a little bit cheaper. Everything that you see to make this thing work on a regular bicycle was included in the kit. The exhaust, the rear sprocket, the chain, the basic fuel tank, all the linkages, other than obviously the brake linkage, which you will have to reuse on any bike that you have. A lot of these motorized bicycles are illegal, so in case you're just driving somewhere around the beach, you can just turn your motor off, go incognito. You could still pedal under your own power, and you know what, honestly that is not breaking the law, but I have almost gotten close to getting in trouble with one of these. In terms of operation, it's very easy. Right here we have the clutch. This cable right here will push the clutch in and out. You could see right here you have some movement with the clutch. Obviously this is not the best mounting. I lost a couple of the pieces that should have been here, but it does engage the clutch in and out just like you would have in a regular car or a motorcycle. Pretty cool. It always worked. Never had a single failure. Right over here we have some kind of GNT branded spark plug. Don't know what it is, but I never even messed with it. It runs basically a 40-to-1 type oil to fuel mix. I run this basically the same oils I run in my fit scale RCs. You could even mix it however you want. I've sometimes mixed it 50-to-1, sometimes 30-to-1. It's fine. I mean, this thing is pretty solid and reliable. I've never even had to rebuild this carb. I don't even know what brand it is. Has the worst looking air filter possible, but it does the job just fine. I've also never flooded this. The only aftermarket install that I've put on here is a fuel filter right over here, so really useful. The fuel petcock I did replace. It was like an $8 part on eBay. It's pretty good. You have a small fuel tank right over here. If you open it, it's basically about a liter something in there. You know, it's all rusty, but that's not a big deal. It runs pretty good. On the right handlebar, we have our engine kill switch, which, you know, very similar to the fit scale RCs. You press this, you turn the engine off. You guys will see in a little bit. We have a twist style throttle. So as you twist the lever, you know, on a motorcycle, the same thing. You have some acceleration. This is just my regular brakes. They're as bad as could possibly be, but that's because I had to fabricate this whole rear system myself, because, you know, these beach style cruisers do not come with brakes. In terms of the tire, this is not the original tire. I had to pretty much just mock up one from a basic mountain bike, so not the best system. As you can tell, the system is actually pretty straightforward and easy. There is a belt tensioner right over here, which is not a very good design, but it is effective. It does keep tension on the chain. On the rear, you have this large sprocket that is simply just bolted to the actual wheel itself using these rubber elements right over here and a metal backing plate with a whole bunch of screws and nuts to it. It's actually pretty good. It's stable. Once you do it right the first time, you never really have to mess with it. I do wish that I did use an actual mountain bike, because you could tell right over here I have gears from a mountain bike, but that's because this wheel is from a mountain bike. I basically just put it in here. That would be really useful. Otherwise, you're always stuck with basically just one gear. Okay, now let's get on and go for a short ride. You'll see how this thing starts. It's actually pretty simple. You gotta pedal and then you basically just disengage the clutch and it'll start up right up. Alright guys, I thought I'd show you something interesting on my journey here. I took my moped bike and I came across this tree. This is a mulberry tree. It has these really good dark berries. I mean, I've been eating from it for a long time. Check this out, they're just so super sweet. Oh my god, it tastes like candy. Wow. Let's get another one. Oh. There we go. This is like Survivor Man, Man vs. Wild. You know, Adam and Eve, whatever you want to call it, as long as you have an 80cc moped bike kit, right? So sweet. It's hard to describe really how good this kind of berry actually tastes. I don't even know what I would compare this to. Maybe like not even a blackberry, honestly. This is the Rovan Toyota Prius edition, the only way to safely hit 88 miles per hour. Unlike the DeLorean Motor Company, which was pretty unreliable, this Toyota badge is gonna keep my Rovan pretty safe. I'm out here at the RC field with my Redcat Rampage XR Rally, and look at this beast right next to it, the Losi MTXL. It's a truck I've been wanting to get for quite some time. In terms of width, obviously the Losi is a monster truck, so yes, it's a little bit longer and wider, but honestly not by that much. This particular Losi is fully stock with a 29cc dynamite motor. The only upgrade it has is this really nice Jet Pro pipe, and obviously for safety we have the kill switch. Go on. All right guys, we're gonna do the first start on the Losi MTXL. Let's see it fire up. Okay guys, I'm gonna walk up to the bike. You're gonna observe exactly what I do. I'm gonna engage the clutch so it's all the way in. This way the bike is in basic bicycle motion right here. Everything is fine. You could pedal, do whatever you want. All right, we have the pedal on top over here. You don't have to do nothing with the actual throttle. It should just start on its own. And I'm gonna start pedaling, and then when I get up to a little bit of speed, Okay, so now we're pedaling, going a little bit slow right here. I'm gonna disengage the clutch right here and the engine should engage. There it goes, just that easy. Okay, now the bike is just idling. I'm still holding a clutch. I should have some kind of system here to hold the clutch in for me, but you know, this is not from this bike. Let's press the kill switch. The engine will shut off. There it goes. Very simple. Remove the hand from the clutch and there you go. You know, very easy, simple operation. Honestly, one of the better eBay purchases you could possibly make. These things are super solid, reliable. You could abuse your fuel system that you use in there, which I have personally done for a couple years now. Use the worst bike possible. And this thing starts each and every time.